STIHL Timbersports Canada is brought to you by Big Green Egg, the ultimate cooking experience. Johnsonville, discover the taste of Johnsonville. Motomix, official premixed fuel of STIHL Timbersports, available at your local STIHL dealer. Fitz Toronto, we build better athletes, official trainer of STIHL Timbersports Canada. John Deere, nothing runs like a deer. SLH Transport, official transport partner. London Tourism, can't wait to see you. Elan Dance Art Studio.
Hey folks, Sabrina Pearson here. Welcome to day one of the 2017 STIHL Timbersports Canadian Championships. Today is a qualifying day. We've got 10 guys going to battle it out, go head to head. We're going to narrow that down to the top 4 who will move on to the finals. Lots of chopping and sawing action coming your way. You don't want to miss it. The City of London has been known as the Forest City since 1855, when it was described literally as a city built in the middle of a forest. That alone makes it the perfect location to host the 2017 STIHL Timbersports Canadian Championships. Located right between Toronto and Detroit and only 1 hour from the U.S. border, this city of 366,000 people has more to offer than just its lush forests. Walking through the streets, you will see that London, Ontario is truly a Canadian multicultural mosaic. Londoners don't have to leave the city to create great summer adventures, and tourists can enjoy everything the city has to offer. With lush, beautiful golf greens surrounding the city, as well as pristine natural conservation areas and spectacular parklands, the family is never bored in the summer. The weekends are jam-packed with summer festivals, including the internationally known Sunfest, Home County Folk Festival, and the International Food Festival. The downtown core of London is home to more than 50 restaurants, so finding a patio to enjoy a cold beverage or a bite to eat is easy. With water parks, zip lining, or museums for rainy days, London is a true destination in the summer months. Let's not forget about the London Rib Fest, host of STIHL Timbersports 2017.
My name's Sterling Hart, and I am the reigning STIHL Timbersports Canadian champion. I originally got into this sport through my father and my grandfather. I've had an axe in my hand since probably the age of 3. So it was something I was kind of born into, and when you start at something that early, you grow to have a passion for it. And so when you've got a passion for something like that, it makes it fun to work hard at it, and every achievement you get is another little milestone in your life. So it's made it easy for me to achieve the things that I have in my career. And it's taken me 20 years plus to get to the level I'm at now. And you can never fully appreciate how hard it is until you've actually tried it. These guys that you see out here are the best in the world at this sport. I like to stay pretty loose. I found that I compete a lot better when I'm relaxed. So I try to have fun and, you know, visit with all my friends, chat to all the guys, everybody in the organization, like enjoy the event. I don't get into the true zone until maybe 5 minutes before my event, and then I really zone everything out once I get on stage. So this year is actually going to be probably the toughest Canadian championship there's ever been. There's at least 4 guys that I know of that have actually won this championship before, so they know what it takes to win. And then, you know, you've got a few young guys coming in that haven't won their first championship yet, and that makes a competitor seriously hungry and like very, very dangerous. I think my time commitment and my drive is what has enabled me to be a 2-time Canadian champion and hopefully a 3-time this year.
The springboard chop is an exciting but highly dangerous event where athletes will use an axe and 2 wooden boards. The fastest competitor to go up to 2 boards and cut through his block will win the event.
This is a mental game as much as people don't want to admit it. You need the strength, you need the technique, you need the gear, but at the end of the day, if you're not there mentally, you're not going to the finals. So the goal for today is move on to the finals, obviously, that's everybody's goal. And, you know, maybe hopefully turn some heads in some events.
All right, let's get the show on the road, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? You ready for this, London?
3, 2, 1, go.
Wayne Paulson on the left. Garnet, he's your Ontario guy in the center. Wayne Paulson's got his board in first, and he is up first. Garnet Peters, though, right behind him. Wayne the Lightning Paulson, his board looks nice and sturdy, and there we go. Second board is in. Both guys putting their second board in. Who's it going to be, London? Garnet Peters does it right there, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Wayne the Lightning Paulson, unofficial time, 2:08. Well done, gentlemen. Welcome to the stage from Pubnico, Nova Scotia, Berlin Nickerson. And put your hands together for this gentleman here, Trevor Schofield.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise here. That's quite a lot of hits there for those pockets, but Berlin feels confident with that one, and he's going for it. First board's in for Berlin Nickerson, and Trevor Schofield is up as well. Berlin making his second pocket, and here we go. Berlin is up on his second board. Trevor Schofield still working on that pocket, and look at Berlin go. He is on fire up there. Berlin Nickerson putting in a good front side. He almost drove that off right there. This isn't going to take long for Berlin. Here we go. There it is for Berlin Nickerson. 1:32 unofficial time at the 2-minute mark. There it is for Trevor Schofield from Wolfville, Nova Scotia. Well done. From Keswick Ridge, New Brunswick, Nathan Cumberland. And put your hands together for your reigning Canadian champion from Vancouver, British Columbia, Sterling Hart.
3, 2, 1, go.
Expect a fast time from both these guys here. Sterling Hart, there we go, up on his first board. And Nathan Cumberland right behind him here, looking good for both these guys. Up on his second board at 23 seconds. Nathan Cumberland following him at 25 seconds. This is a close race. Sterling Hart putting in a big front side as usual. Nathan having difficulty with his balance. And oh, there it is for Sterling Hart. We almost lost Sterling there with that block. Probably one more. There we oh, come on. It's just holding on. There it is. Tough fibers at the end there for Nathan Cumberland.
Both cuts are good.
Sterling Hart, how did it go?
It went pretty good. After watching everybody else cut, I knew to get the points that I needed for today, all I needed was, in my mind, would be a consistent cut from myself. So I didn't go out there and try and break any records. I made a few errors cutting the pockets, but I cut the block really well up top, and I was happy with the result.
You hear from Sterling Hart, current Canadian champion.
It definitely can throw you off, hearing somebody else chop faster than you or turn sooner than you. That can get in your head. I try to just focus on my own cut and try to block everything else out, so I don't even really know. Really, it's a race against the time. It's not a race against somebody else so much.
In the underhand chop, athletes will stand on top of a 13-inch round wooden block and cut the log in half by chopping it from both sides.
All right, London, let's do this.
Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
And the axes are into the wood. Jeff Larkin quick into the wood there on stand number 2, putting some hits there on their front side. But when they make that turn like Jeff Larkin just did right there, his accuracy is bang on those marks. And Wayne Paulson, his accuracy really good, just needs to pick up the pace there, Lightning. Oh, there it is. Wayne the Lightning Paulson. I spoke too soon. I thought Jeff Larkin was going to do it first, but there he is. Jeff Larkin comes in at an unofficial time at 50:47.
Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
This is the best discipline here for Trevor Schofield on stand number 1. His speed is insane on this event. Berlin Nickerson has beat him as far as time so far. First to turn, Berlin Nickerson, some big blows. There it is for Berlin Nickerson. Woo! And there it is for Trevor Schofield.
Both cuts are good. Timer ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. Watch the chop speed on George Williams as expected. And he's turned already at the 10-second mark. George Williams, look at there, Nick Hall. George has got a good block. He's going to be happy with this one. One more for George Williams. There it is. Wow. That is one sick time by both these guys. George Williams' unofficial time, 25:38.
Both cuts are good.
Let's do it. Your final heat in the Johnsonville Sausages underhand chop.
Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hard on one and Nathan Cumberland on two. Both guys are swinging. And look at the speed there on Sterling Hart. And he turns already at 9 seconds, under 10 seconds. Nathan Cumberland trying to get some chips away on his block. And Sterling Hart does it at 24:25 unofficial time. Keep things going here for Nathan Cumberland. And he is through. Unofficial time for Nathan Cumberland, 36:22.
Both cuts are good.
Correction there, Roger McPhee. Both cuts were great. Lightning speed there at 24:25. The national record is 20:60.
We've got lots more chopping and sawing action coming your way right after the break. Welcome back, folks. It's time now to head over to our official STIHL scoreboard to see who's in the lead with those coveted STIHL points.
The STIHL stock saw event is a test of the athlete's skill using a chainsaw. Each athlete uses matched STIHL MS661 M-Tronic saws with a 20-inch bar to cut through a 16-inch log. Each athlete must complete 2 cuts. Time ends when both cuts are complete.
Hands on the wood. Get set.
Here we go. JP Mercier quick into the wood. Jeff Larkin, though, he is already at his bottom half, and making the transition is Jeff Larkin first. And Jeff Larkin does it there. Unofficial time at 13:42.
Both cuts are good.
Put your hands together for Garnet Peters. And from Edmonton, Alberta, Wayne the Lightning Paulson.
Timer ready. Athletes ready. 15 seconds. Warm up your saw. Hands on the wood. Get set.
Here we go. The gun is working now, and trouble on stand number 1. That is not good. A bad entry there. A good transition on stand number 2. Oh, that looks like a thin cookie on stand number 2. We'll have to wait to get the official word here from our judges.
Good cut. Stand number 1. DQ on stand number 2. Incomplete cookie.
That is unfortunate for Wayne Paulson. A good cut there for Garnet Peters, though, however.
Hands on the wood. Get set.
Here we go. Good entry by both guys here into the wood. Who's going to have the exchange first? Wow, that is neck and neck. Here we go. Wow. There's some entertainment for you, London.
Both cuts are good.
Both cuts are good. That was a close one. Good job there, Berlin Nickerson, winning that heat, posting a time at 14:10.
Berlin, 0.7 seconds. That's a small margin to win.
I always win by small margins. That's how I roll.
But please, take me through the heat.
Take you through the heat, man. It's stock saw. You just put the saw on the wood, put the amount of pressure you think's going to work, and you get a time, you know. I hope for the best, right?
Hope for the best. Berlin says it. That's the way it goes.
Hands on the wood. Get set.
Nathan Cumberland, trouble getting into the wood, but no trouble on stand number 1. A good transition for Sterling, and Nathan is, what? Oh my. That was recovery at its best for Nathan Cumberland.
Both cuts are good.
Sterling Hart taking that one with a time of 14:23. But talk about recovery for Nathan Cumberland. Well done there, buddy. All right, event number 4 is the John Deere standing block.
Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to need your help for this one. Look at stand number 2. Jeff Larkin put some big hits in. I give advantage Jeff Larkin as he is already to the other side. Keep things going on stand number 1. Garnet Peters from Ontario. But Jeff Larkin, he's going to want to start to drive this bad boy off. Here we go. Jeff Larkin driving it off. Unofficial time there for Jeff Larkin, 41:80. And there it is for Garnet Peters.
Both cuts are good.
Jeff Larkin's going to be happy with that one. 41:80. That is a good time for him. Put your hands together. He hails from British Columbia, Nick Hall. And from Fredericton, New Brunswick, George Williams.
3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. Watch George Williams on stand number 2. Expect big blows, and there it is. But look at the speed on stand number 1 brought by Nick Hall from British Columbia. And look at the slabs flying off on stand 2 for George Williams. Nick Hall, though, onto the other side, and George Williams now to the other side. There we go. Nick Hall does it at 33:17. And there it is for George Williams.
Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. This is their premier event. Both these guys are choppers. Is it going to be your national champion, Sterling Hart, on number 1? And he's turning already at the 10-second mark. Nathan Cumberland follows him. Both guys precisely hitting their marks. Look at Sterling Hart. He's going to start to drive here. Tough fibers, but Nathan Cumberland steals it from the champion. Wow.
Nathan Cumberland taking the win on standing block chop from Sterling Hart. That must be a good feeling, eh?
Now, very blessed for the standing block. Looking at the wood beforehand, my brother and I both thought it was going to be a pretty hard log. We call them bones, but it actually cut fairly well, so I was happy with it. I didn't chop it as well as I should have, but other than that, I'm very happy and very blessed.
With another event in the can, we've got lots more chopping and sawing action coming your way. You don't want to miss it.
The single buck is a 6 to 6.5 foot long one-man crosscut saw. The goal is to cut one 18-inch round white pine disc. This full-body workout is nicknamed the Misery Whip.
Let's get things started here. The single buck.
3, 2, 1, go.
And here we go. A good start there for Wayne the Lightning Paulson. He's got quite the rhythm there. Garnet Peters on stand number 1. This is a new event for him. He's got his nose pointing down, and oh, there! A good time for Wayne the Lightning Paulson. Keep things going here for Garnet Peters. There it is for Garnet Peters. Heat number 2 of 5 in the SLH Transport single buck.
Timer ready. Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go. This is not a favorite event for either of these guys, but looks like they found their rhythm. Both guys using the entire saw. Some good strokes there as he makes middle ground for Berlin Nickerson, and it's going to be Berlin Nickerson on stand number 1. Keep it going for Trevor Schofield. There it is.
Both cuts are good. Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
You'll notice both guys finding their rhythm. And as you can see, it's smooth like butter on stand number 2 for Jeff Larkin. But look at Nick Hall using every bit of that saw. Jeff Larkin does it at 12:71 unofficially. And a good cut there still for Nick Hall at 15:24.
Ladies and gentlemen, next to me, Jeff Larkin. And Jeff taking the win in 12 seconds something, huh?
Yeah, no, it's a good day.
Were we a little nervous, or are you cool from the start?
A little nervous. I wasn't pulling as quick as I should have been off the top, waiting too much. But partway through, kind of leveled out, wasn't too bad. So
Well done.
thank you.
You've got new blood with old blood up there.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wow, some confusion there at the start for George Williams. Doesn't seem to be affecting him, though. Look at JP Mercier on one, having foot trouble, sliding all over. George Williams does it at 13:41. And there it is for JP Mercier, 19:06.
Athletes ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Don't blink, this is gonna end real fast. You can see Nathan Cumberland using that whole saw. Classic JP Mercier style, but Sterling Hart is using his whole body, and it was Sterling Hart off first.
Both cuts are good.
Great time there by Sterling Hart, 11:37, his unofficial time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time now for the Big Green Egg Hot Saw competition. These saws will get up to a chain speed of 240 kilometers an hour.
Hands on the wood. Get set.
And it's Trevor Schofield first to finish.
Good cut on this side. DQ on this side. Cutting over the line.
That is unfortunate for Berlin Nickerson.
Hands on the wood. Get set.
Oh, disappointment on stand number 2 for Nick Hall. George Williams, though, still running that pipe saw on stand number 1. Nick Hall, he can still continue on with a cut. Complete derailment there on stand number 2. That is a tough break for Nick Hall.
Hands on the wood. Get set.
JP Mercier.
Hands on the wood. Get set.
Nathan Cumberland there finishes at 10:36. Looked like trouble there, yet Sterling's not too sure. He's going to do a couple push-ups while he's down there, get some training in. Always training, that Sterling Hart. We'll wait for the official word from our judges.
Both cuts are good.
Wow, both cuts are good. Just by the hair of his chinny chin chin there, I'm sure, on stand number 1 for Sterling Hart. Nathan Cumberland posted an excellent time, 10:36. Well done there, Nathan. How about that, though, for drama, huh?
With day 1 of qualifiers in the books, our top 4 athletes have advanced to the finals. Trevor Schofield, Berlin Nickerson, Nathan Cumberland, and Sterling Hart will all have the opportunity to compete in the 2017 STIHL Timbersports Canadian Champion Finals.